All right, so let's say you went to go camping and your thought was to set up a hammock. You get into an area, it's great for tents, your tent loving buddies all want to make camp there, but there's really nowhere that nearby to set up your hammock for whatever reason. I have an idea. I think it's going to work, so I'm going to give it a try. And I'd like for you guys to come along and see how it works. So, first things first, we need to get some wood. So we got 6 poles, all 8 or 9 feet in length. And then we have another one that's fairly long. I don't know how long we're going to need it, but for now it's actually a whole tree. Most of these are made up of like a couple of trees each. Like one tree made 2 poles, one tree made like 3, so it's not a lot of trees were cut down, and of the ones that were, most of them were going to die anyway. So now we need to make some tripods. All right, now just as a side note, I guess, anyone who is a little off-put by me chopping down live trees for the purposes of this video, honestly, I do kind of share your sentiment, but what I suggest you do is go and check out one of my earlier videos called Shelter Building Fail, and you will see why I went with live wood. So go ahead, check that out now if you haven't already seen it. We'll wait. All right. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. Not really at all. You don't have to go too overboard. You don't have to any special knots. You don't even, honestly, you don't even really have to wrap and frap like I'm doing here. This is just something that I do. I guess it was sort of the way I was shown how to do it. Right, that's one. And that's 2. So here's where it gets interesting. That pole has to go up top here and here, and then it gets tied in nice and tight. so it can't slip around at all. And there's got to be enough space for the hammock to attach to the outside ridge poles and maintain some integrity. Now, by my estimation, without that ridge pole up top, these things are just going to collapse. So, with the ridge pole up, it should, if it's tied down nice and tight and everything works the way I think it should stabilize this enough to be able to hang a hammock without the whole thing collapsing. Pardon me. Breathing in black flies here. All right. Of course, that's going to be in the way. So there's a little stick poking out that's getting in the way, gumming up the riggings. There. That. All right. Now we just need another hank of paracord. Give me a sec here. Now, if this works with this setup, you also obviously have a place to put a tarp as well. Okay. Pardon me. Make an overhand knot. Make another overhand knot, but don't pull it tight. For Canadian jam knot. Because if it's got to be fastened on nice and tight, Canadian jam knot is the way to go. Right. A couple of little wraps just for good measure. This over here. See if I can pull this off. Nope. Not going to work quite the way I thought. Alright, well I guess we don't need a jam knot over here. As long as we get her tight. hope that thing's not too springy. All right, now I'm gonna go get my hammock. Okay, so for this idea to work, the two poles here and here, the third pole sticking out both sides. That's kind of important, pretty sure. All right. Hang strap on the pole that's on the outside. I really hope I've given myself enough room here. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I think. All right. So, a little more space next time. Put them further apart. I don't have a very big hammock though. It was actually recently suggested to me that I need a bigger hammock. And I agree wholeheartedly. All right. There. Oh. There. Tell me, I always put the zipper on the wrong side. I've never hung this thing up and actually had the zipper on the side that I wanted it on. Ever. Not once. All right, try this again. That was a great idea. Okay. I'm going to put my phone down here. I don't want to land on it if this don't work. Okay, moment of... Oh. Still too flexible. I'm going to be on the ground. Yep. Let me try to figure this out. Okay, so what I did is I loosened the tie straps back down, brought them up and over the top of the ridge poles here, reconnected the hammock up. Probably gonna have to put that down a little bit more. All right, let's give it a try again. Hard I'm gonna land on down there. A little hard to lay in, I think. Oh, now if I would have made them a little further apart, oh, well, it's actually not that bad. Now, but oh, it would be easier, I think, to vertical lay in it if I made the tripods a little bit further apart with a maybe 2 or 3 feet further apart. Probably would have been a little bit better. But for a first try on an idea, for all intents and purposes, it's not that bad. Not too bad at all. Oh. Oh. Ugh. If the camera wasn't still running, honestly, I wouldn't get up. That's nice and comfy. So, a couple of tripods with a ridge pole and a little bit of paracord. I got myself a nice little mount, I guess, for my hammock. And I can literally set this up anywhere in the campsite I want. Not bad. Not bad. I think that worked out well. And I would say, hold on a sec. So my axe is 26 inches, but just to make things easy, we'll say it's 2 feet, 24. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, So it's about 10.5 feet. So I would say 13 feet probably is a minimum. But yeah, other than that, not too bad. And even at 10.5 feet, it's a kind of weird angle, but I could still sleep there. I would have no problem with that. So I guess all that would be really left to do is to put my tarp over it if that's what I was going to do. But it ain't going to rain. It's a beautiful day. I'm probably not going to sleep here tonight. Family obligations and all. But I may just come back here later this week or next, and I will utilize this. I will set it up and I will sleep here. So, success. Sort of a redemption for the last time I tried to build a shelter setup similar to this. Shelter building fail. So, shelter building success. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I sure did. Hopefully we'll see you in the woods sometime. If not, I'm sure we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.